Hey everyone, this is Project SPC, and today we're going to do an unboxing and first impressions for the One Netbook One Mix 4. This is the latest 2-in-1 device from the company. It features the largest display on a device they have released to date, and an Intel Tiger Lake CPU, which gives this thing an awesome graphics performance boost. This is a multi-part video series. We're also going to do some gaming benchmarks, regular benchmarks, eGPU performance, and some thermal tests to see how the fan cooling system does. So stay tuned for those videos. Getting back to the box, we have the device itself. More on that in a moment. Some instructions. You're definitely going to want to take a look at this. There's some information in here about fan mode shortcuts. And lastly, we have the charger. It comes with a USB C-to-C cable, a power delivery adapter. Now, unfortunately, this has a plug that's meant for, I believe, a China outlet on it. In the bag that came with this box, I got one of these adapters. I'm not a fan of this setup. I'm going to use my own USB-C power delivery adapter, but I do like this cable here. Let's go over the device itself. We have a 10.1-inch touchscreen display with 1900 by 1200 resolution, a 16 by 10 aspect ratio. That gives it these nice narrow bezels on the side. And I think it makes the display look amazing. On the bottom here we have a keyboard, and it almost feels full size. I'll go over my opinion on that a little bit later. It is backlit, and you can toggle that by using this keyboard shortcut. Down below we have a trackpad. On the side here we have a power button with a built-in fingerprint sensor, a USB 4.0 port, non-Thunderbolt, headphone jack. On the other side we have two Thunderbolt 4 ports. Both of them accept a eGPU and a micro SD card slot. On the bottom here we have the intake, and if we get just the right angle you can see the fan. There it is. On the other side, when I was playing music, I did hear some sound coming through this grill. I think the speakers are located somewhere in here. And on the back side, we have the exhaust for the fan and another grill for the speakers. Now, what makes this a 2-in-1 is the ability to fold it back over on itself into a tablet mode like so. Going over the specs, I'll leave a full list on the side of this screen, but I have the i5 1130G7. It has Intel Iris Xe graphics. There's a couple of different configurations you can get. I chose the 16GB version with 1TB solid state drive. There's a couple different versions you can get. The i5 comes in an 8GB or a 16GB configuration with varying solid state drive sizes. There's also a platinum version, which is the i7 1160G7, and you can get that in 512 or 1TB solid state drive sizes. Doing a quick size comparison, I had the GPD Win Max with its 8-inch touchscreen over here, and the One Mix over here with its 10.1-inch touchscreen. You'll see that the GPD Win Max is a little bit smaller, but because I got rid of the bezels on the One Mix 4, the screen looks so much better, and that extra little space allows to get a little bit more comfortable keyboard in here. It actually feels pretty comfortable to type. So let's go over my general first impression of this device. I think it's amazing. If you're looking for something that's 10.1 inch and you love the little netbook form factor, I know there's a whole bunch of people that love this form factor, and you want something with some power, the Intel Tiger Lake CPU delivers. One Netbook really delivered on this device. It has a nice solid feel. I feel like I'm not going to break it easily. The hinge is very it's got resistance. It feels like it's not going to flop around. It doesn't feel like it's going to break, like it wobbles. The keyboard, when I put my fingers down on it, I feel like I'm putting my fingers on a full-size keyboard. I did do a little bit of typing on this, and it felt very comfortable, unlike the GPD Win Max, where my fingers were a little bit more cramped. There is some positioning on the keyboard, which you won't be quite used to right away, and you will find that out as you go along. But otherwise, this keyboard is very functional and would definitely work for writing long emails. Dare I say essays on this. The trackpad is very responsive. The only problem I had with the trackpad down here was that it was disabled. There's a shortcut right here. It was disabled when I first turned it on. The touchscreen worked fine. Trackpad did not work. I thought maybe it was missing a driver or something. Nope. It was installed. It was just disabled with this keyboard shortcut. Let's talk about the fan on this. There's actually a couple different keyboard shortcuts to control the fan on this. And at first I thought, oh my God, it's GPD Win 1 with a manual switch. No, it is not. There's two different modes. There's silent mode and then there's max fan spin mode. In silent mode, I was running Heaven Benchmark. When the CPU hit 70 degrees Celsius, the fan kicked on in low. Perfectly reasonable noise level. It brought the temperature back down to 58 and continued to stay in low mode while running Heaven. Now, if I wanted to do the high spin mode, and I'm going to point my microphone at the thing here for a moment. That was a taste of the sound difference between when it's off and when it's on. So it puts the fan on full speed, and I don't think there's any kind of control over it. I think that's for when you're going to be doing something heavy like gaming or, I don't know, rendering a video, and you want to make sure the thing doesn't throttle. That's the mode for you. But for the most part, you're going to keep it in the quiet mode. So I did test it out with an eGPU. Like I said earlier, both of these ports work. I have it plugged in my GTX 1650 in my Aorus gaming box. And as you can see here, it is recognized on the desktop. So I'm really happy with this. This is going to make a great little gaming setup on my TV upstairs. And dare I say, if you wanted to make like a portable setup to go, you could do something like that as well. So overall, my first impression of this device is I love it. The form factor is amazing, 10.1 inch display. It flips around into a tablet. Thunderbolt 4 port, put your graphics card in there. I mean, I keep this on my TV stand, and with one cable, I can hook up my laptop here. You do some gaming on the TV with my son, 1080p, 60 frames per second for everything that we would play. Keyboard's comfortable. I'm going to do some programming on this, see how that feels. I've used big laptops all my life. I have a 15.6 inch work laptop. But I've got another 15-inch laptop floating around upstairs, a 14-inch one. I like this small form factor. I'm going to design some Joy-Con mounts for the side of this so that you can play some games with it, kind of make it feel like a Nintendo Switch. I got a lot in store for this. So I don't have a fully formulated opinion yet. This is just my first few hours with it. I'm going to do some more benchmarks, tests, use it a bit. After a week, I'll do a more thorough review on this device. So please stay tuned for those videos. So if you like this video, please hit the like button, maybe even subscribe. If you have any ideas what you'd like me to do with this, leave those in the comments below. And of course, thanks for watching.